Ninja Combat is a Neo Geo beat-em-up released by Arcade Archives that fuses the shuriken tossing of Shinobi with a more standard beat-em-up type experience, aka a belt scroller, back in 1990. The game's core mechanics are very simple. Your starting ninja has a basic ranged attack that you can spam to kill people, as well as your usual jump and an acrobatic dodge. An interesting point is each character has unique dodge as well as a dodge plus attack combo, which varies depending on who you're playing as. It's also worth mentioning that dodge actually has 0 iframes, so you can't use it to, say, escape from a corner while an enemy is stun locking you. You can also burn one of your 4 healths into a big chunky screen clearing move by charging it, though if you're interrupted while casting it, it gets cancelled, but you still lose the health, which is just like really cool. Thanks for that. As you traverse the stage, you'll get power-ups that come in 2 flavors, speed upgrades and power upgrades, all of which go if you die. Additionally, there's a whole ton of ninja weapons to pick up and use, from long-range nunchucks, Nippon steel katanas, poke spears, and the terrible hand axe. It's worth mentioning you can only use these weapons as the starting 2 characters, which is my segue to talk about the other ninjas. As you fight bosses and sub-bosses, new characters will join you and be selectable between stages. There's 3 in total: a wind-powered ninja lady, a big buff punchy dude, and a completely overpowered 2-sworded grandpa. Seriously, pick Sword Grandpa. Even if none of these characters can pick up weapons, it does not matter, you just pick Sword Grandpa. Stages are structured like any other beat-em-up with sub-bosses and final bosses, and aside from a fun roller coaster gag, doesn't really do anything new or interesting. Most of your enemies are also just the same batch of ninjas in different gis, though bosses at least are fairly unique, though they often don't feel designed around the fact you have a ranged attack. And there's not much more to say about Ninja Combat. It's 2-player, like every game of this type, I guess, but it's really a bog-standard beat-em-up that's only real gimmick is having a bad dodge and emphasis on ranged weapons. As you know, I rate games here on a 3-point scale: must play, maybe consider, and don't bother. And one of the reasons why I did this series is there aren't nearly enough review of Arcade Archives, Neo Geo or otherwise, to tell people which games are good or bad, so I'll just say it right now. Ninja Combat is an absolutely frustrating experience. It has bland visuals, poor combat, and stun-locking enemies, paired with just overall design decisions that make this game one you should absolutely pass on. Playing this after the Ninja Saviors reboot, as well as Neo Geo's Ninja Commando, was like going from the filet mignon of arcade ninja games to a cow pie. This game's bad, don't buy it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have you had the unfortunate pleasure of buying or playing Ninja Combat? Do you enjoy the Neo Geo Arcade Archives? Please let me know what you think in the comments, but regardless, go out there and just don't play this.